Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Janicia, and in this video I want to do something a little different. I haven't really touched too much on this topic. I meet a lot of women going through similar things as me, and I kind of want to share my story. So what is that story? Basically, I have been celibate for 12 years now.
12 years.
That may sound like a long time, because it was a long time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to act like it was easy. I'm not going to act like it was a walk in the park. But it was a decision that I made and a decision that I stuck with over the years. There has been a lot of trial and error during this journey. It was a lot of seeing how close to the line I can get of doing the do without doing the do, if you feel what I'm saying. And realizing, okay, I need to slow down. Okay, this is getting a little too far. There are many times when I was so tempted that I just wanted to just break my celibacy. Like, it was not but for the grace. And when I say the grace of God intervening, crazy stuff would happen. And I'd be like, I know that's you, God. Okay, I'm gonna get on up. I need to go home. Like, it was the grace of God that helped me to not make a decision that I knew I would regret later in that moment. There's so many aspects of celibacy, like how you got started, why you're doing it, what's the reason, how long, how to keep that decision, everything. I will soon share why I made the decision to be celibate and why it has been so long that I've been celibate. But right now, I just want to get into what I've learned during this 12-year journey of being celibate. The number one thing that I learned is that God can carry you and provide a way out. Now, it's still up to you to have like deal breakers and boundaries, but if you're open and you listen and you tell God what decision you want to make, He will provide a way out. There have been a lot of situations, and I don't want to be like a lot, but it's been 12 years, okay? There has been situations where I would be with someone and we just all close and everything, and we kissing and stuff, and I would hear God in the back of my head, like, that's enough. Like, I would just hear that's enough. And I can choose to either be like, no, it's not enough yet. Like, I'm good. Or I can be like, okay, that's enough. Back up. A few times I did not listen to that. And I was like, okay, I got this. And I regret not stopping when I did. Like, it's not like I would have intercourse. By the way, I'm saying certain words because YouTube have a problem with you saying the S word. But I wouldn't fully have intercourse, but it would just get too hot and heavy, and I just knew I shouldn't have been doing all that, right? Sometimes a phone call would happen or just something would come to interrupt the moment, and I'd be like, you know what, you right, God, let me get on out of here. You know, through this process I really learned that God is with me and He will help me and give me a way out of temptation. I just need to heed that and follow that direction, and not really put myself in temptation anyway, but that's another story. The second thing that I've learned since being celibate is that you can leave a relationship or a situationship with everything intact. Now, I've been celibate for 12 years, but I'm not a virgin. I stopped at a certain point, right? But I remember prior to making this decision, when I got out of a relationship, and I was like, dang, I felt like I just gave so much of myself. I gave my body to someone else, and I don't talk to them to this day. You know, it was my decision to break up, but still, like, that relationship ended, but I gave of myself. Like, it's just like this feeling, right? Like, it's just like this yucky feeling, like this just like shame in a way that I hated to feel like that. I could not stand that. And so when you're celibate and you're meeting someone, you get the chance to know them without giving yourself to them. And so let's say if you're 3 months in and you really thought this person was the one, and you found out they're really not, right? You can leave with all of your integrity, your innocence, without diseases and possible babies. Like, you can leave with only thing hurting is your feelings. There are so many times I met someone, and had I made the decision in the heat of the moment, boy, I would be regretting it so bad to this day. And to me, having intercourse is not something to play with. Like, people act like it's so casual and you can just lay down with somebody and you can go about your day. People have diseases for a reason. They got it from doing the same act. People, you know, have baby fathers that are not present in their life because he never really connected with you first to even care about you, let alone that child. There are so many things and so many problems in society that come about by just casually having intercourse with someone. If you make that decision to not engage in said activities, you remove yourself from those possible consequences or those possible results from doing said activity. But I'm not here to preach, so let me go to the third point. My last point is that a relationship moves a lot quicker when intercourse is off the table, right? You get to know if somebody is really and truly into you, or they're just seduced by you, or they're just in lust with you, or they're just infatuated with you. I feel like you're least likely to be in a toxic or bad relationship when that's off the table. Because a lot of people use intercourse as a bargaining tool or some form of control over another person. They feel like they can act a fool, and then as long as they put it on you, that you just gonna all of a sudden forget. And a lot of times we as women, men do it too, but a lot of times we ignore red flags because we're so seduced and we're so in lust with this person because they make us feel so good in the bed that we ignore that they're crazy, that they cheat, that they're full of anger, that they're jealous, that so many issues that we just like, no, it's okay, girl, because I love him. You in lust with him, and now you're just so connected and you have the soul tie that you won't get rid of him. And had you gotten to know them better and for longer, you wouldn't have fell for the okie doke when intercourse was off the table. When you're not engaging in those activities, people actually have to use their words to draw you to them, right? You get to see people's hearts. You get to see how their brain works. It's kind of like having a DUI, like dating under the influence. If you're dating under the influence of intercourse, because I can't say the word yet again, you kind of make rash decisions. You can make unwise decisions versus being sober-minded. You're not drawn by the lust and the perversion and the persuasion. You get to see people for who they really are, and you get to make a very well-informed, wise decision on whether you want to be there or not. I have seen very few toxic relationship decisions when someone waited. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to act like being abstinent or celibacy is the get out of jail free card, and if you do it, your life is going to be perfect. There's so many benefits to it, but it is a difficult thing to do as well. But to me, it's so rewarding, and I'm so happy that I made this decision a long time ago. And until there's a ring on this finger, my decision remains the same. But I'll get into more of that. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section, and I will definitely get to it or make a video about it. And I will see y'all soon. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, because this is kind of the direction I want to go more into on this channel. And I will see you later. Bye.